never left the temple, but worshiped night and day with fasting and prayer. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Father.
If you remember Father Tom, what he said yesterday in the homily, anybody who remembers what he said yesterday? Nothing? Only one word. I remember at least one word. When we come to Mass, or hear anybody speaks, give a speech, we need to listen actively. That means we need to have a question in our mind. What is this person talking about? What is the point? Or at least I take one thing away with me. So yesterday I took something from Father Tom and I meditate on it. His whole homily was about addiction, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Addiction. Well, we continue on with that theme, addiction. He said somebody who is addicted to maybe drugs or maybe gambling or something, alcohol or even carnal pleasure. Now, you cannot focus on anything else. But if you look at it from the realistic point of view, in real life, each and every one of us here has an addiction. We do. Even Pope Francis has an addiction. And the media said about him that he is so obsessive about the devil, isn't he? He keeps talking about the devil. And as if it is real. The media, the world say the devil is not real. However, there's a clan, you can go to the University of Berkeley in California and you can get a master degree in Satanism. You know that? And yeah, of course, a master degree there, and the man who's called the Black Pope, the Satanist, the religion. Now I know they built a shrine in Portland, Oregon, right opposite to the Catholic Church. It's worship the devil. In Oklahoma, they do have that. And now the Pope, now people worship the devil, and in Harvard University, you remember several months ago, they wanted to reenact the Black Mass. Remember? And so people say it is not real, and then they worship it. But now the Pope said it is real, and they say the Pope is obsessive. Well, the Pope is not obsessive about the devil at all. I got into this situation in Rome when I lived among 100 priests, redemptorists, all the great men over there. And whenever they ask me, so many superiors, I lived with so many superiors, and asked me, what are you studying, Father? And I said, I study demonology. I study about the devil. Yes, I study exorcism. And the first or the immediate response is, I do not believe in the devil. Why are you studying about the devil? I believe in God. Immediately. All the priests said it is really hard for even us priests to talk about God, about Jesus on the street, really. You have to ask priests to talk about Jesus or talk about the Eucharistic Lord. Now I just say, I am studying about the devil. Immediate response is, I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. I don't believe in the devil. Now, is the Pope Francis obsessed about the devil? No. He is obsessed about Jesus Christ. That's why he joined the Jesuit. And all the priests or religious, we are supposed to be obsessed about Jesus Christ, the Lord, our God. What does that have anything to do with the gospel today? Well, there is a woman by the name of Anna, born of the tribe Asher. Anna means the blessed one, that tribe, and Phanuel means the face of God. Okay, his father, and the daughter of Phanuel, who is her father. Phanuel means the face of God. Now, she was so obsessed with God. And what did she do? After she got married, and 7 years later, and suppose she was married at 14 years of age, 7 years later at 21, and then she was widowed, and she stayed in the temple for a long time until she was 84 years old. Day and night fasting and prayer. Worshipped day and night, fasting and prayer. You could consider this, psychologically speaking, this woman is obsessive. She is obsessive with the temple, with God. But why? What was her motivation? She was there to wait for redemption. The redemption of Jerusalem. All who are waiting for the redemption of Jerusalem. She's waiting. Now, when you talk about prayer and fasting and worshiping, you know what that implies. Simply it implies this. When I pray, that means I am in need. I am in need of God. And when I fast, I know I'm a sinner. I'm dirty. I'm filthy. I have to get rid of all these, dirty things in my body, in my mind, in my emotion, in my thoughts, in my life. So this is a testimony against sin. When we fast, according to St. Augustine, prayer is the first stage of stage, and fasting is the second one. Prayer just knock at the door. Fasting is opening the door. And almsgiving or charity, works of charity, is receiving. When we give, receive. Now she's been doing this until she was 84 years old. A testimony against sins in the world. And as you know, if you read history, the period of Jesus or John the Baptist is the most cruel, most violent period in human history. At that time, they still have crucifixion. Terrible. Now, it is a testimony against the sins of the world and a testimony about the coming of the Lord. And this whole point is about her obsession for God. My question for you and also for myself is this: what are we obsessed about? I repeat this again, it is so important, and we need to teach our children and grandchildren. There's nothing in this universe that is eternal. Nothing at all. Completely nothing except the Holy Eucharist. Nothing. The only thing that is eternal is the Holy Eucharist. And this is what we inherit. This is what the Catholic people we have here. Eternity. And we do not teach our children about eternity. We teach our children about something else. And this is why we keep asking ourselves why our children are leaving the church, joining other religions, joining other churches. Other churches do not have eternity. We have eternity here. Shouldn't we be obsessive about eternity? Now this eternity is not something, but someone. He is with us. This woman waited until she was 84 years old. And she gave. Her work of charity, work of mercy is this: she proclaimed, she gave witness to people. This is a spiritual work of mercy. This is a Son of God, the redemption of Jerusalem. What are we obsessive about?